welcome back to the channel. This is Five Finger Tree Punch, and this is week 18 of the Hardcore series. Starting out on day 120, over here on the little sand hill across the way over here, because I wanted to get some honey from the bee nests that I have going, though they're not going quite as well as I'd hope they'd go, because, yeah, the bees just fly away every time. They're like 1,000 yards out the back of the freaking wall there. Not sure why, that's just how they roll. But yeah, I needed sand to make bottles, so I can just swipe the bottle on the bee nest, and then, yeah, I got honey. But I only get one bottle per, so yeah, that's gonna take a minute for sure. And I round up a good bit of sand there to go ahead and smelt down into glass. Takes 3 glass blocks to make one. Oh no, I think it gives you 3 bottles actually, or 3 or 4 if you do the recipe. And I already got that smoking, so I can just get my bottle and swipe, and bam! That's my first honey bottle of the series. Yep. I think I need 4 of those to make a honey block. I've never used honey blocks. I've actually never made a honey block, so once they get enough honey, I'll go ahead and make a block or a few, depending on how many bees I get. But yeah, got that honey going. And then messing around with these 2x2 trees. Still, I finally figured out what the issue was with these 2x2 trees, because they weren't growing before. Look, I'm throwing bone meal all up on it, getting all into business with the bone meal, and zippo. Look at that. All the sparkles. And what it was the snow that was surrounding it. Oh, and there's a creeper in the back end. Yeah, I noticed that for a second. Yeah, gotta be wary of them guys. But yeah, the snow was keeping it from growing. And then bam! Well, there you have it. A 2x2 spruce tree. And I'm gonna go get rid of this guy, because knowing how creepers work, he'll just roll up on me when I'm not paying attention. They got a pretty decent aggro range, so yeah, gotta take care of that guy. But yeah, finally solved the mystery of the 2x2 spruces. Yeah, it was just the snow, which doesn't make any sense. I don't even know how that's a thing. I guess because it's a block? But I could have swore you can actually plant these in a hole. That might not be true. Maybe. I know oak trees you can plant almost anywhere next to each other on one piece of dirt surrounded by anything. But yeah, these spruces turned out to be a little finicky when it came out to growing them. And yeah, I'm gonna start planting a bunch of large trees and outside the walls. I think it looks pretty good. Give some life to this area, because it's a pretty desolate, snow-ridden area for sure. And yeah, it forces the ground to turn into podzol. Podzol's not terribly useful. I think you can use it for mushrooms. But yeah, gonna have plenty of wood. But after thinking about it later, I actually don't like the idea of the tall trees, because that means I'll have to create me like a little spiral staircase as I axe out the wood so I can get to the top, which means I'll be in a really high place that I could fall from. But yeah, so go day 122 here, just whipping out the map. Thought I'd go for a little looky-loo around. I'm still looking for an outpost. I'm not having any luck finding an outpost. If you see this map, I have quite a bit of it explored. That may not seem like a lot explored on there. If you ever do a map, you get like these little... Your first map, if you've seen when I originally made this map, it doesn't show that big of an area. It actually, the entire area is explored once you open the map. So, but this is a completely zoomed out map, and that is a ton of area. I want to say it's somewhere in the vicinity of about 2,000 blocks, 2,000 by 2,000 block area there it shows on the map. think each pixel on the map is 16 blocks. So yeah, it's quite a distance. It's so zoomed out that you can't even see the base on the map. Generally, you'd be able to see that sort of thing, or the buildings at least. But yeah, it's so zoomed out, the base doesn't even show up on it really. It kind of looks on the top left there, where it's all white. It's just a little blip. Well, while I was out exploring, I found this village. But yeah, there's a cavern going sort of through the village. Well, that's not cool. Don't want to fall into that thing for sure. But yeah, I found tons of villages. And supposedly outposts are supposed to spawn within certain distances of villages. Or maybe I was just misreading it, but it made it seem like outposts and villages kind of went hand in hand to an extent. But I must have found at least a half a dozen villages so far. And I have not even found one outpost. And I've been looking all over the place. But yeah, went into day 123 and decided I need a librarian. Because I still want to get mending on my weapons and armor and everything. But one of the best ways to do that is if you get yourself a librarian by making a lectern. And that's his job site. So I pretty much spend a good part of this day just trading with him. Paper's easy to come by for sure. I got sugarcane going in the back. I go up here to get any spare stuff I had. Yeah, so he wants a book to trade. He wants emeralds and a book. I preferred this trade because it gave me a lot more XP with him. And then, just for giggles, I was going to see if I can actually disenchant a book, and the answer is yes. I get nothing back for that as far as XP. But yeah, that kept me from having to make a bunch of books, so I just kind of went back and forth making the trade with him for the enchanted book and then unenchanting it to go back and just redo the trade. And yeah, got him leveled up pretty quickly with that. Yeah, he's already through the first little tier there of novice. I don't know if he I think that, yeah, that means he's already leveled up. The little particles coming out of him. But yeah, already on apprentice. He's got lanterns. I'm down with lanterns. I would like to get more lanterns, and this will save me iron, so that's cool. And yeah, he's done with that. Got 12 out of him, and he's like, nope, do other trades. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back to, yeah, the little switching of the books here again. It's straightforward, and I had plenty of emeralds from trading with all the other villagers, so why not? And my pickaxe is still going strong. Most of my diamond gear is still... I don't get into a lot of skirmishes, because I try my best to stay away from random mobs while I'm out and about. And yeah, he's willing to trade emeralds for glass. Not that I really need glass, or that it's hard to get or anything, but it was a quick way to level him up, so I was like, oh well. And that got him through the whole level right there. Yeah, he's getting, yeah, he's already an expert. Yeah, I just had, I think, finish out expert. And I was looking at these trades, and I wasn't too thrilled. I couldn't do any more lanterns. So I thought I would do the clocks, even though I don't need clocks, but it gives a good bit of XP. If you can see the little white bar at the end of the green bar there, shows you how much XP you're going to get for that trade. So yeah, I just went ahead and bought some clocks from this guy, and I think I go and get, what am I missing here? Oh no, I put them back. Yeah, I just need to do a couple more trades with him, and he will be mastered. I'll have myself a fully mastered librarian. Looks like I went out and got a few more emeralds. I was a little bit short, and finished him up right there. And went right back to him, and he is mastered. What do we got? Name tags. Wah wah. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about getting name tags as one of the high-end trades. And 19 emerald for a name tag? I could use name tags because they're cool and fun, but yeah, not what I was looking for. So went right into day 124, just working on this road that I got going to one of the villages I found. There's nothing really special about that village, but yeah, just thought it'd be cool to have a little road, and I don't want to fall in any holes, so I'm making this little cobblestone trail. And I went ahead and went with slabs here because it'll vastly increase my usage of cobblestone, or it'll vastly reduce the amount of cobblestone I'll have to use to make this trail, because it's really far. It's like, it actually goes off the map I have, outside the boundaries of it, so I'll have to make me another map. I could eventually do like a map wall, but yeah, the zoomed out level that I got on these maps, it's gonna be quite a while before I get all that explored. I haven't even finished exploring the map I have, so yeah. And I just, it's such a long road, went into day 126, still working on it, just trying to get it all the way to, yeah, to the other village. But yeah, you can't really see it on the map, because, so if each pixel is 16 blocks worth, that means to at least show up as one line of pixels on the map, my road would have to be 16 blocks wide. If I'm doing the mathing correctly, if my hypothesis is correct. But I also brought my horse with me, so it just kind of, because it was just taking me so long to run back and forth and back and forth. So I figured I would just like create a little makeshift post there to tie him up and just use it to run back. But I really need to upgrade this horse because he is not fast at all. He looks like he's just slightly faster than me running on foot. And yeah, this is me running back. This is like how much I've completed so far. But yeah, that finished out the week. Got a good bit done on this trail. Doesn't look spectacular, but here's a view from a distance. Night view. I turned up the render distance, but once it gets to the water there, it's kind of hard to make out. I think it's just kind of below a little ridgeline level there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video this week. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and I'll see you next time. See ya! If you like the content, be sure to give it a like and comment. It would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest videos.